now watching Compton Rick Rock TV. Let's get to the content.
After doing so many reaction videos, you come across guys that you do a reaction to, and then later on, you do a reaction to these guys passing away, getting unalived. I did plenty of videos on here where I seen these dudes, you know, just doing what they doing normally in their everyday street life.
With the scare tactics, fools be coming before you don't want to hit the tank on Hoover. So I do. Where you from? Walk through the bars, scared like, oh, I want to go in that tank. Whole time you get in there, whoop-o groove. I don't even be there.
Let's get to this video right here. I guess they figured out who the guy was. I did a clipping of this on one of my videos yesterday, and this one is Killer Clock from 107 Hoover, unalive last night after being released last year for the murder of KP. I remember seeing him online as well. Let's go over and see what they talking about on Respectable Rants. Let's go.
Hey, sir. I'm afraid. Not my brother. She's not my brother. No, it's not my brother.
All right, we're going to stop it there before they continue with this video. When y'all look at these type of videos and y'all see these dudes on here, and it's always the videos when they, you know, in their best light, showing them. When they doing good, they never show them when they out there in the street life. You know, we all come from the streets, and it's a game that we all sign up for. And we know what's going to happen pretty much. All of us, when we, you know, get into the streets and join our communities, we all know what we sign up for. So when you see this kind of stuff, it make you look, you know, you look at it, you sad, but then you get to thinking about it from the street perspective. I'm not saying from everybody else. And then it dawns on you like, man, this, you know, when you see them throwing the middle finger up to hoods, you know, we already know what we sign up for, man. Rest in peace to this cat, man.
In today's video, we're going to be talking about Killer Clock, aka Box from 107 Hoover, and we're going to break down how he was just murdered last night. But let's dive into it. Now, like we said, Killer Clock would be from 107 Hoover, aka the Salos, and he was one of the most reputable members from 107 Hoover. And one of the things he was known for was being involved in the murder of KP from the Rolling Hundreds. And we previously made a video about KP, but for those that didn't watch it, KP was killed in July of 2015. But a year after the murder of KP, Killer Clock and 4 other 107 Hoover members were arrested on September 15th of 2016. They all sat in the county jail for about 5 years, but on October 29th of 2021, Killer Clock and his other co-defendants would take a plea deal of voluntary manslaughter. And on that same day of October 29th of 2021, they would sentence him to 12 years in the state prison. He then sat in prison for about 4 years, but he was released on June 17th of 2025. He was released on that day after having a total credit of 3,195 days, plus 280 days of good time. But sadly, a year after his release, Killer Clock was just recently murdered, and he was shot and killed on July 10th of 2026. The shooting happened on 102nd and South Vermont Ave.
All right, so the other guy that they just showed, the guy KP, I remember when that happened, seeing that on social media. Now that I'm seeing this, I didn't know that these two was tied in whatsoever until I seen these videos. And it's just crazy how the streets work. You know, sometimes people let things go, or we think they let them go. They just waiting on the perfect time to do something to us. In his case, it took a year, I guess, for whatever happened. I don't know what happened. I don't know if this was a retaliation. I don't know. I wasn't there. The only thing I'm going to say is just got to be careful when we out there in them streets, man. And we know that what we done in our past or what we currently doing, man. Be careful, because this is how it's all going to end. Either this or the penitentiary.
And a call came in around 12:30 in the morning. It would take paramedics 19 minutes to arrive to the scene, but when they arrived, they would say that Killer Clock was unresponsive. Witnesses reported hearing multiple gunshots and seeing one male fleeing from the scene. And they would say that a white van might be connected to the incident, and it was seen driving northbound. They would then later say that a white Chrysler may be connected to the shooting. And this would be the last picture that Killer Clock posted, and as you can see at the bottom in the highlight, it would say 14 hours ago, which means this was posted about 1 to 2 hours before he was murdered. But 102nd and Vermont would be the heart of the 107 Hoovers, and as you can see to the left, they share a border with the Block Crips, and to the right they share a border with the Denver Lane Bloods. And just 8 months ago, there was a triple shooting in that same exact spot, and that shooting happened on November 1st of 2025. And almost the same exact thing would happen. The shooting happened on 102nd in Vermont at the same exact time, 12:40 in the morning, and there was one shooter. But like we said, in this shooting, 3 people were hit, but they all survived.
Bullets went flying at around 12:45 morning. 3 people taken to the hospital, and we're working to find out how they're doing this morning. The LA Sheriff's Department says a white Tesla was seen driving away from the scene.
But there would be a couple of rumors going around. Some would say that this might be retaliation for KP.
All right. Someone said don't necessarily mean that it's retaliation. Like we said, we don't know who did this. So we don't want to put it on nobody. At least over here, we don't want to put it on nobody. But yeah, homie, man, how can I explain this without trying to sound like I'm preaching, homie? All right. We all got that feeling when we roll through where we come from, you know, that at any given moment, either the police could roll up or somebody could come through and take some pop shots. It's been going on for a long time in some of these areas. Now, when you hanging out, you got to be thinking like that. You got to be aware and alerted at all times because you don't know what's going to happen. Your thing is, well, at least my thing is when I do go in these areas, let me go over here and handle my business, knock out what I need to knock out. If this is my reason for being over here, let me hurry up and knock that out and get up out of here. See if we can make it up out of here safe. Once we make it up out of there safe, then you cool until you go back over there. But for the people who live in these areas, imagine them have to go through that every single day. Because we all grew up in these hoods, at least I did. When we was a kid, we didn't have no choice. We was stuck in it. You just got to know how to, weave and bob your way up out of that shit. Sometimes jail save a whole lot of us. But yeah, man, it's got to be careful out there.
And others are saying that this was a backdoor. But the first person I seen to post about this would be West Coast Gang Wars. And there was a comment left on that picture. And this person right here would be KP's mother. But I'm going to blur her name out and her picture just for privacy. And as you can see, she would say, "This must be a dream come true." And this right here would be a previous post of hers on Facebook. And as you can see, she would post about KP. And Gino 5 from the Rolling 60s would post a picture of KP on his story. And even though Killer Clock was from 107 Hoover, he had connections to the neighborhoods. Because his dad was Banker T from the Rolling 60s, and his cousin would be Dark Villain from the Rolling 40s. But people like J Hood from No Jumper would also post about him. But like we said, as of right now, there's mixed rumors going around, with some saying it's retaliation and some saying it's a backdoor. And this would be a post today from somebody on the story saying these people would groove a homie before they groove a op, with a snake emoji.
I'm not faking it, homie. I'm telling y'all, man, this shit is janky, bro. Janky. Listen, niggas out here broke. They cashing niggas out for lokes to get smoked. That's my theory. I wouldn't put it past nobody no more. Telling you, bro, niggas gotta. This shit just ain't right, y'all. You can tell, bro. This shit just feel wrong. Man, homie. Man.
Woo-wee! Well, that's the coolest thing I done heard on the internet since I've been on the internet. He just said cats is broke and they'll sell you out to get smoked. Man, that was a bar. You don't even think about it like that, man. You don't even think of like somebody could walk up and say, man, we got this bag, man. Just turn him in. Man, whoever thought of that, man, ooh, the game have changed. Yeah, let's get back to this, man.
Country 5 from the Rolling Hundreds would post a backdoor by Little Dark song with the smoke emoji. But that right there is going to wrap it up for the story of Killer Clock, aka Box from 107 Hoover. And I'll keep y'all updated on any arrests coming. But that right there is going to wrap it up, and I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Comment, like, and subscribe.
All right, that's Reputable Rants. Let's go over there. He be having a lot of stories like this. Sometimes he be the first one to get them and put the stories together. But this is his page right here, Reputable Rants. Y'all can go over there. Oh, hold up. Here's his page right here. My bad, I'm just talking. All right, so this is his page right here. I can go over there and subscribe to his channel. He got plenty of videos like this, man. Let me get back over here. What do y'all think about this video, man? For the people that, it's a lot of people that know him. I'm pretty sure we have a lot of people from out that community, a lot of people out of that community that's on the internet. They haven't came to the internet yet, man. I'm all over the place this morning. Yeah, I need to start getting me some more rest. But yeah, they haven't came to the internet with a reaction to this yet. I'm pretty sure they will, but after losing a homie, people don't want to just get on here and get the running their mouths, man. A lot of politics that come with this stuff. You never know who really knew the person. But yeah, man, we're going to leave it at that. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Subscribe to the channels, Compton Rick Robert, Compton Rick Rock TV. I'll catch all of y'all on the next one. Man, I'm about to go to sleep. Let me wake up. I'm out of here.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, Compton Rick Rock TV. Also, hit that notification bell and catch every video when I drop.